Lost to Thedas for millennia, a joint expedition by the Legion of the Dead and the Inquisition recently uncovered strange dwarves lurking in tunnels even further beneath the earth than the deep roads. Or they were dwarves once. According to writings found in the tunnels, these dwarves called themselves Sha-Brytol, which translates to Revered Defenders in an ancient dwarven dialect that dates back to long before the fall of the old dwarven empire. They are the fanatical guardians of the Titans, vast beings that slumber beneath the earth, though they evidently do not communicate with it. The Sha-Brytol consume the Titan's blood, lyrium, and seal themselves inside suits of lyrium-infused armor. They wield surprisingly advanced weapons, most notably mechanized repeating crossbows that fire lyrium-infused bolts, which easily puncture armor. The Sha-Brytol also train creatures called Kritol as war beasts. They use these things to protect the Titan from the impure, which seems to mean they attempt to kill anyone and anything that enters their tunnels. On more speculative grounds, some suspect that there may be some connection between the transformation the Sha-Brytol undergo due to their consumption of lyrium and rock wraiths, creatures that were once dwarves, but said to have been so foul they were rejected by the stone. They are called the Profane because they supposedly feasted upon the gods, which some accounts suggest means they consumed lyrium. Members of the Legion of the Dead encountered a rock wraith in a mine shaft near Hydrun Taig, just above the very area that the Legion and the Inquisition would encounter the Sha-Brytol years later. Again, this is getting into more speculative territory, but perhaps the Sha-Brytol seal themselves in lyrium armor to control or inhibit the transformation that would make them into rock wraiths. After Shaper Volta forged a connection with the Titan, the Sha-Brytol viewed her with reverence and fear. According to her journal, they recognized her as a part of the thing they worshipped and protected. They left her suits of their armor in the hopes that she might lead them, which she ignored. For fear of her, they abandoned their own outposts at her approach, in one of which she found empty suits of armor surrounding a pool of lyrium, a place where Sha-Brytol are sealed inside their armor. Volta speculates that the Sha-Brytol have a Taig out there somewhere, a settlement where their armor and weapons are crafted and maintained. According to Volta, the Titan does not and never has needed their protection. What drew these dwarves to start sealing themselves in armor and appoint themselves the Titan's defenders remains unknown, but it seems that fanatical belief alone drives them forward now. Hello, I indulged in a little bit more speculation than I usually do, but I noticed that the developers must have deliberately chosen the Taig mentioned in a Dragon Age 2 Codex entry about rock wraiths as the setting for the Descent DLC, so it seemed too interesting not to bring up. I hope you liked the video. I'll see you next time.